I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter.
The ban on small scale, in my opinion, we have done studies, is not necessary.
This
morning and the operation is still on. Let our team and it goes.
Break down that door. Break the door. Break the door.
About 1,059 arrests have been made so far.
So by the watch, it's 3:03 in the AM, and I'm riding in one of 3 vehicles used by the Operation Vanguard team in the Western region. The team is undertaking an operation based on intelligence they've gathered on the ground about the fact that some defiant small-scale miners are still undertaking mining activities deep in the night at 3 AM, and they are still mining, clearly defying the ban placed by government on all forms of small-scale mining across the country. Now it is the hope of the Operation Vanguard team, and in fact that is the task they've been given, to clear all miners from the various mining sites across the country. I'm joining the team to witness firsthand how difficult the task given to these men to protect the water bodies and the forest have been. After riding for 2 hours from the Abosu Road, where the unit of the Operation Vanguard team is based in the Western region, we finally made it to the village where defiant small-scale miners have taken over the community, digging for gold at the blind side of the Operation Vanguard team, and the heat is on.
The operation is carried out in pitch dark, with the Operation Vanguard team tiptoeing in the forest to catch the bad guys.
So the operation is underway, and we just have some of the illegal miners struggling out there with the Operation Vanguard team. I can see one lady just standing by me. She's just been picked up with a white cloth wrapped around her waist, and she's just been pulled back by the Operation Vanguard team, attempted to escape. But so there you have it, another young man who's been picked up, and that's, you have the third person. Another person has been picked up there. Number stands at 5 now. 3 young men, 2 ladies picked up so far, and the operation is still underway. This is happening in the Amenfi East district in the Western region, where the Operation Vanguard team have had the biggest of seizures of excavators since the operation started And there we have a Chinese miner. 2 of them actually are Chinese, and they've just been picked up.
No, just let them stretch their hands forward. Look, move your hands forward. Move it.
So 2 Chinese nationals.
Yeah. Send them all out. Hey, move them.
So number will stand at 7 now. 5
What is there?
dark skin, and then 2 Chinese.
Okay, so they are out. Move them. Go ahead. Albert, make on 6. Leave 6 here, and let's move the others. Where's the local? Why won't you do money like that? Right. No, you have to do a lot of
So this is the first of 3 sites to be visited by the Operation Vanguard team, and so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individuals have been picked up here at the first port of call. 2 Chinese, and then I have 5 other dark-skinned individuals. We do not know their nationalities as of now. Alright, so this is the second port of call by the Operation Vanguard team, and the first suspect has been picked up. You see him sitting on the floor, and we just want to look into his cubicle, and there is a weapon right there. That is what they use to guard their concessions, and one of them is sitting just by my right hand side. He's been picked up, and he came from this very cubicle where the weapon is placed. This is the first suspect. He's been picked up. Let's move to the next makeshift camp, and we just heard screams from whoever is in there.
Break down that door. Break the door. Break the door. Break the door.
Like I said, he's a Chinese. And he's the second guy to be picked up here at the second port of call. So it is past 5 a.m. There you hear the sound in the makeshift cubicle, and in the background we can still hear the excavator busily working, digging the ground for gold, defying the ban on the small-scale mining business. And I'm here with the Operation Vanguard team. And so far, the one operating the excavator has no clue whatsoever what is going on here. The team is going to move in So far, 1, 2, 3 people have been picked up. So the team will head straight to the excavator machine. So let's go with them. Razak. 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 Zo. Razak, zo. Razak. Ko ka sai nan ba bari je. He will jump. So he just jumped. That is one of the guys operating the excavator. He just jumped off and he's gone. And there is another Chinese guy. I see one running out of the pit and there he goes. So about 3 of them have just jumped out of the excavator and they are gone.
Watch the ground for them. Watch the ground. That's the no video. No, you think? I think he's good. This time it's good. You know the drill. On the machine. Quick. Chinese. You know come on.
This shows how dangerous the mining sites are.
Chinese, sir. Not mine.
After we look at that.
The rest of us, let's go out.
So there, this morning, and the operation is still on. And there you have one Chinese rider running up there, and it's been given a hot chase by the Vanguard team, and he knows his route very well. And there, another dark-skinned man. So it's the morning after the raid in Biposo, in Damenfi East district of the Western region. And here, I thought the last place was our last part of call, but it so happens that this place here indeed is the last port of call. And one Chinese and one dark-skinned young man have bolted. They were given a hot chase, but they know the terrain so well. You know, we had 14, so 15, 16, 17 miners have been picked up in Biposo. So let's go inside and see what we have in here. And as usual, I see car batteries, I see gas cylinders, 2 fridges, a standing fan, cooking utensils. I see some crates of eggs, gallons, and I must say the gallons are filled with some kind of oil or fuel, if you like. I see cement bags, and I see lots and lots of mining equipment scattered within the wooden makeshift building situated at Biposo. And now the building is being searched by the police. The investigators who are accompanying the Vanguard team have started their work, and it's starting here at the last port of call, where 3 Chinese have been picked up. One of them has, so the police, 2 of them who form part of the Operation Vanguard team, have started investigating. In fact, I must say they just picked up 3 casings, and I see one under the bed. So in addition, it will be 4 casings, and now he's being questioned as to where he keeps the weapons, and he's being evasive. He doesn't want to disclose where he keeps his weapon. And I also find a camouflage here. Yeah. Yeah. Not just one, but this is another one. So I find 2 camouflage jackets. This feels heavy. And still in search of the weapon. So this is the black. I can see the black. The black is actually what the miners call it, but it is the gold. The primary source of gold is what we have in this basin. It's filled with the black, and I see a bucket with what looks like a washing machine, and the black is quite a lot in this basin. And so after doing the damage to the environment, they bring it in here, and this is where the washing actually takes place, and finally they are able to extract the pure gold out of it. And in the background you can see the washing is being done, but upon seeing the joint military and police Operation Vanguard team, they've all bolted, abandoning 2 excavators and a washing machine. I see another washing machine up there. So 2 washing machines, 2 excavators, and a pumping machine all have been abandoned here at the mining site. As the demolition is taking place, you can see far above the pits, the townsfolk who have given out their lands to these Chinese miners to be pillaged have converged here and are looking on as the mining machine used by these Chinese miners are being destroyed by the Operation Vanguard team. After the demolition of the mining equipment, the makeshift structures that the illegal miners use as their abode have also been set ablaze here by members of the Operation Vanguard team.
Thousands of liters of diesel and petrol used by the miners to power their nefarious activities in the forest have been destroyed in the operation. Makeshift structures serving dual purpose as shelters and laboratories where extraction of the real gold takes place are also being crushed and touched by the team. Excavators and earth-moving machines are confiscated in the process, and where low-bed trailers can't get to due to lack of access deep in the forest, the equipments have been immobilized by the members of the Operation Vanguard team with the technical competence. Giant washing machines with trapped gold dust are being mangled with the excavators, all in a bid to break down the financial muscle of the defiant miners. At the last count, the Operation Vanguard team had carried out not less than 700 operations in the Western, Eastern, and Ashanti regions, where the team has forward operating bases to take the war to the defiant miners. About 1,060 rebellious miners have been arrested in the process, including foreign nationals, as explained by the spokesperson of the Operation Vanguard team, Squadron Leader Omanie J.
About 1,059 arrests have been made so far.
And in 1,059, we know there are other foreign nationals involved in the illegality. Can you break it down for us?
The foreign nationals involve about 132 Chinese and some other people from Togo, Burkina Faso, the Chinese. And the Chinese so far we have arrested. For the Togo, Burkina Faso, we have not arrested much. We have arrested I think 1 Togolese, 3 Burkinabes, Nigerians and Nigerians. But for the Chinese, we have arrested about 132 of them.
And how many of these individuals are facing the courts now?
You know, when we conduct operations and we arrest individuals, we just send them to the nearest police station within their area of operation. And almost all of them are before court. Almost all of them are before court.
You can see that on authority?
Yeah, I can see that on authority.
And do you have the slightest idea as to the number of those individuals who have been sentenced, if you like?
Those individuals who have been sentenced are around 73.
A huge chunk of the over 1,000 suspects arrested by the Operation Vanguard team have been put before the law courts, with many slapped with fines and laid out jail time. But the Joint Police and Military Task Force wants a more punitive sentencing regime.
When it comes to the deterrent nature of the punishment, that is where I seem to have a little problem, because if you go to the court and you give somebody, let's say, 2,400 fine, a suspected illegal minor, then if he goes back to the community, what signals is he sending out there that you can just go and do it and you'll be fined and then you pay?
And you get away with it.
And you get away with it. I hope you're understanding me. Yeah.
So you would rather want to see a much more deterrent action being taken, or sentencing regime? Yeah, and that will give us also some morale, although we are well motivated by superior commanders. That's them. I'm talking about the CDS and IGS.
He also tells me how difficult it has been for the Joint Police and Military Task Force to flush out the miners who have now adopted evasive strategy, strongly backed by influential people in society. One of such is this physically challenged man who is known in this area as a negotiator. Anytime the task force makes arrest, he would boldly approach to negotiate the release of the illegal miners. But this time round, he was quick to crawl back into his car that brought him into the forest and speed off when he saw our cameras. To his V8 vehicle, and he is leaving sight. Clearly, some motive behind his operations, which will not definitely wouldn't inure to the benefit of the Ghanaian people, particularly the Operation Vanguard team.